Senator, you've told us today about some of your recent learning experiences. When you look back on your questioning of Anita Hill, do you come back with any learning experiences?
I come back with a lot of learning experiences. It's only been 1991 to 2000, only been 17 years, but there's hardly a week that goes by that I don't get a question on Anita Hill. Hardly a day that goes by that I don't get a question on Robert Bork. And what I learned from Professor Hill was what a very sensitive subject is involved on the subject of sexual harassment, and how uncomfortable a lot of people felt. I've had some theories of psychological transference. People heard me questioning Professor Hill and felt almost as if they were being challenged. And it went not only for women, but it goes for young men, and older men who have been sexually harassed. I think more women are sexually harassed, but it's a problem that goes generally. And the job of questioning Professor Hill was not one that I sought. Senator Danforth, his mentor, wanted me to be his advocate. And I told him I didn't represent Clarence Thomas. I represented Pennsylvania, but I was on the committee and I would ask the questions. And I felt that they were important questions to be answered. The question was whether or not Thomas was disqualified from being confirmed as Supreme Court Justice. And it's a serious matter when somebody says he's a sexual harasser and ought to be denied the position. And I believe I asked the questions in a very professional, low-key way. I had, may disagree, that's America. I had a tough election the next year. I ran in the year of the woman. And I ran against a very able candidate. And her theme was the question. But she could not produce one question where I was overbearing or rude. Not one question. And when you take a look at the totality of the circumstances, I not only had the questioning, I had to make a decision to whether I thought Thomas was disqualified. And the facts were that Professor Hill moved with him. He was in the Department of Education. She went to EEOC. She invited him to Oral Roberts College to make a speech. She drove him to the airport. He had a lot of telephone records. When she came to town, she called him up. Now, what happened between those two people in 1981, we examined in 1991, I don't know. I have an argument with my wife, and we can't figure out what happened 10 minutes ago, let alone what happened 10 years ago. But I decided that whatever happened, it wasn't to disqualify.